Oh yeah, I really wish it was actually pitch black right now, because this would make me feel very, very stealthy, but yeah, there we go, that's what you get. Hello Reformers, and welcome back to Freeman. Now, when we left off, we were running around the countryside trying to attack bandits and level up our fodder, not our fodder units. And we're gonna also try and imprison many more of them this time. And I've also equipped the ones that we were able to persuade with better gear. So hopefully they'll have an easier time of leveling up and doing all that sort of stuff. Now, hopefully they won't die, although I didn't really spend any money to get those pieces of gear, in other words, an SMG and some Kevlar body armor and so on and so forth. But that's actually pretty good armor, as you can see here, and I can sell it for almost 800 credits. But thankfully I'm not really in need of credits at the moment, so there's nothing really to worry about there. Now, in terms of our attributes and skill points right here, I'm thinking I'm going to continue to increase marksmanship. And because, at the moment, leadership is a little... I'm just not able to get a full party. I don't know why. I guess maybe I'm just not recruiting as many units as I usually do, but I haven't really found the need for it at the moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm literally just going to level up 1 in marksman and 1 in intelligence, because I'd like to have 2 assignable skill points here. And I'm going to go for another point in looting. Actually, do I want to go for another 2 points in loot? Nah, not another 2 points in looting. Increases amount of loot by 5%. We don't really need to do that, do we? So I'm going to just go for medical instead, because that is going to increase our healing rate by a pretty significant margin. What does explosives do, actually? Increases damage by explosives. Okay. Do we want to do a little bit in that? Because I am going to throw a couple of grenades here and there. I'm going to go for 1 in trade, and we'll go for 1 in explosives. I don't think it's really going to do much. I'm going to leave melee as it is, because I have a feeling that it's probably going to be leveled up reasonably quickly without me doing anything. So what we're going to do is we're going to run in against one of these parties right next to this town here, which is, by coincidence, not really by coincidence, but by design, the next town I am going to be attacking. And that's going to be pretty fun, in my opinion, because we haven't attacked a town in this build of Freeman yet. And that is primarily because, well, I've just been having a lot of fun with the squad customization and everything. But anyway, let's get these guys ready to go. Oh yes, let's do this. Alright, so we're just going to tell them just to... I think we can literally just tell them to charge straight on in here, because there really isn't anything for us to worry about as such. And what I'm going to do is... Wait a minute. Is that scope in... That scope is in the center, right? Yeah, I think it is, yeah. Okay, so I was a bit worried about that, because I did actually take the scope off and put it back on before I started the recording, so I hoped that it wasn't going to, bug out or anything. And I, by the way, did buy a night vision scope, or a goggles, or whatever. And hopefully that's going to help me out a little bit, because, in those pitch black dark areas, which actually we're not facing right now, we're actually doing a pretty decent job at not having any problems with the dark, which is a bit weird. I was actually expecting it to be pitch black at the moment, because it's about 2:30 AM. So maybe it's not pitch black until about 3, 4. So yeah, maybe that's the case. Anyway, I'm going to get ready and shoot a couple of these guys with my improved marksmanship. And yes, the scope is a little bit weird, as you can no doubt see, because the hit marker is in the center of the screen, and the scope is not. But it has not affected the trajectory of the bullet, as far as I'm aware. So I can still technically hit people by aiming with this scope, as you can see. So yeah, I'm gonna need to take it off and put it back on after we get out of there. Wait a minute, maybe I can just redo it? No, that doesn't make a difference. Okay, well, I've got a revolver, so maybe we want to use that instead. Maybe we want to switch to our melee weapon. These guys are not specifically or very dangerous at all. They're not very dangerous. So hopefully maybe we'll be able to get a little bit close to them. To use our pistol a little bit. I mean, if we're not able to use the revolver, then maybe I can get even closer and use my axe. That would be pretty fun in my opinion. So if we can do that, then I'll be pretty happy. Oh, there they all are. There they all are. Okay, so this is awesome. Okay, so now do bear in mind that I have improved my camouflage rating ever so slightly. I've improved it by about 15 or so, which might actually make the difference in me being able to sneak up to opponents. So let's see. I have my axe at the ready. And my axe. Yeah, there we go. There's a reference from very long ago. Anyway, let's see if we can do something about these fellows breathing, shall we? Oh yeah. I really wish it was actually pitch black right now, because this would make me feel very, very stealthy, but yeah, there we go. That's what you get. There's another one. Yeah, dodge him. Dodge him. Okay, come on. Take him down. Take him. There we go. Take that, bandit. Okay, so where are the others? Where are the... hello. Yeah, there we go. We got him too. Okay, we're going on a murder spree right here. Okay, I actually don't know where the rest of them are. One of them was just killed over there. I'm seeing the raindrops hit the ground and I'm like, oh, is that a muzzle flash? No, it's not a muzzle flash. Ah, there's one. This is when I wish I had some agility. This is literally when I wish I had an agility-based camouflage build. Can you imagine doing that? That would be pretty awesome. Take that. Now that was pretty awesome. If I do say so myself, I actually really enjoyed doing that. Okay, so 20 enemy casualties, 6 of our kills. Very nice. And we are able to take a whole bunch of loot. We're going to be taking all of these weapons, of course. The ammo is not worth it. But the face masks, they might be. Sometimes they're not. Sometimes they are. Going to take one piece of ammo because that's exactly what I want. And wait a minute. Is there actually a skill that allows me to improve my inventory space? I hope there is, actually. That imprison all button is still fantastic, by the way. And yeah, let me actually just take a look here. There is. Cannot exceed a third of constitution. Gives you 8 inventory slots. Ah. I probably should have spec'd into some constitution. Yeah, that's kind of a shame. Alright, so we're gonna just... I'm just gonna go back to the town, and we're then gonna head back to the bandit town here. And we might actually go in to fight them. And we'll see... Actually, should we? Because we don't really have that many, but... I don't really know. Okay, I'm gonna get some FCA guards, because we have the money to spare right now. And maybe we should get a militia squad. Let's hire those guys as well. Let's just try and get our army up and running here, because we're going to need it. And I'm going to try and sell as much as I can here. And we're going to keep these 2 rifles. I'm going to sell the rest. And we're probably going to keep the K98 as well, because we might want to give it to one of our newly recruited troops. So yeah, hopefully that's going to help them out a little bit. It seems like these face masks are not particularly good, but I'm going to keep the tactical shirt as well. Alright, so look at what we have going on here. We actually have Kalinovka coming under siege by something. I actually don't know who that is, but I don't really care, because that means that hopefully the population of Kalinovka will go down a little bit, and that will enable us to then be a little bit predatory in our selection of when we're going to attack and besiege the town. Now, of course, I've recruited a whole bunch more, so you can see here that our recruit squad has 9 members now, and our squad has 5 members, so hopefully we're going to be able to use them to good effect. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm actually not going to take our chocolate squad into battle any further, because let's face it, they're fantastic. One of them has been promoted to, I think it was junior lieutenant or something along those lines. So that's pretty fantastic, considering that's one unit that has survived all of those battles. And what we're going to do now is we're going to take these guys into battle, just these fellows. Apparently, I'm not going to take squad at the moment. And we're gonna get these guys to go out into the wilderness, and we're gonna. Oh yeah, we're gonna level these guys up like nothing else, and hopefully they're going to gain so many levels that we'll be able to take them into the first, well, the first siege of the town. I'd very much like to do that in this episode if we can. Of course, maybe it's just a worthwhile idea for us to just literally go in there and see what's going on, because I actually don't know. Oh yeah, I didn't do the scope thing, did I? Never mind. I actually don't know how many units they're going to throw at us initially. So if we can find that out, then we'll have a much greater understanding of what's going to happen when we do actually go in there for the first time. Now, our units are in a fantastic position right now, so we should have the advantage. Gonna move my not my fodder forces over to the right here, because these guys might actually be in a bit of a better spot to do some damage if we move them away from our recruits. And I'm gonna try and shoot here. Now, bear in mind that these are probably not going to be very easy to hit because the scope is being a little bit weird. But it seems like we're actually able to instill fear into them, and that is a big, big motivator. 100% a big motivator. And that is going to make it much, much easier for us to actually do anything. So let's actually just tell our units just to charge straight on in here. I'm actually going to charge with my axe as well. We are going to charge with our forces. I'm not going to just stand back like regular commanders and, you know, let your troops go down in the line of fire. I'm going to participate and be the first one to go down, obviously. That's usually how I do things. And it's not actually nighttime this time either, so that's obviously going to be a bit of an issue because they can see me a lot better. And, oh, hello. Okay, you're shooting me. That's not very nice of you. Can I kill you? No. Apparently I can't kill you. That's unfortunate. Oh, well, never mind. Ah, one of my armor marauders was injured. But that's okay. That's okay, because he's just injured. That's all that matters. As long as he doesn't die, it's all good. Alright, we're actually in a really, really good position. We actually stormed their position really, really easily, and now we have the advantage. We should be able to go around here and flank the enemy. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and lay down some suppressing fire if I can from over here. Where are the enemies? I think they're over there somewhere in this tree line. And I'd like to be able to get over there and see if I can maybe just suppress them a little bit. Actually, there's one. Hello, you're dead. Well, he was. There we go. Let's see if I can get a couple more. Oh. Yeah, nice hit marker right there. And maybe I'm able to get another one. Yeah, there we go. Nice. With the last bullet. Let's see. Anyone else? Whoa, that was a headshot if ever I saw it. Do you see? Oh, did you see his ragdoll? That's hilarious. Okay, so we've leveled up to 11, which is exactly what we wanted to do, because I'd actually like to get a point in Constitution. Maybe we can get that extra inventory management point. Inventory management, in my opinion, at least the first point is kind of worth it, because then you're going to be able to pick up a lot more loot. And let's face it, you're going to be picking up a lot of loot if you have the looting skill. So let's just take all of this. There we go. That's basically all I can take now. Alright, so let's imprison all. And we're going to try and recruit a couple of those guys as we make our way back to the town and sell a little bit more. So let's see what I can do here with our recruits. As you can see, all of them leveled up. All of them. Absolutely all of them. This is fantastic. We are getting FCA Grenadiers, which are going to level up into FCA Juggernauts eventually, of course. And we have FCA Infantry as well. And I don't have enough credits. Isn't that fantastic? Yes, isn't that a wonderful problem to have? All of your units are leveling up. Everything's fantastic, except your wallet is just going out of the window and flying away. And that's really not very good. But anyway, let's try and get as much money as possible here. We do have a little bit in trading skill, so obviously that's going to make a big, big difference to how much we're going to get here. Very nice. And let's go back here and we'll just sell this and this. I actually did check, and apparently the recruits don't need these weapons because they level up so fast. So we're just going to go with that. And that is it. These pants as well. Don't need that. Alright, so let's go back to our inventory here and let's have a look. Yeah, so inventory, I cannot do anything more here, so we're just going to level up our Constitution a little bit. I still can't do anything because I don't have 3 in Constitution, which is a bit of an issue, but it has given us additional HP, and that is obviously a pretty big deal, so I'm pretty happy with that. So otherwise what we're going to do is we are going to spec into commanding here, because I think personally if we're going to be doing a siege of a town, we are going to need more people. Yes, we're going to need more troops on the battlefield, and that is certainly going to be a very, very useful thing to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to disable and indeed unequip my night vision goggles here, because it is now daytime. And we're now going to head back here. I only have 4,000. I really only have 4,000, and these guys are taking huge amounts of money to level up. That is crazy. And this guy is obviously injured. I'm going to take him out of the squad. This guy didn't level up, unfortunately, but as you can see, I've actually given him some Kevlar body armor and everything to make him into a better unit. And hilariously enough, the armored marauders actually use the Gusty M45 SMG. So I've just basically given him the exact weapon that his upgrade is going to be using in the future, which is actually pretty cool. So let us now go into battle against a regular band of looters. And we're going to try and just get a little bit of extra experience, a little bit of extra cash, just to make sure that we are buffered in case of absolute catastrophe. And you know what that means. That means we're, you know, if we fail at actually doing the siege, then it's going to be a lot easier for us to come back from that once we have a little bit of extra cash and everything. So we're just going to tell everyone to charge in here. Go, 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 go. Charge in. Thank you. And I think actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it so that every single squad has about 6 members each, because that's usually pretty good, because then that will mean that you're not running with too many in each squad. So if you, for example, have a small deployment limit, yeah, I guess that's what it is, yeah, a small deployment limit like we have, then obviously it would be a better idea to have more squads. I didn't do the scope thing again. Anyway, it would be a better idea to have more squads in the battle in smaller doses, basically. So it would be a lot easier for us to deploy them and make use of them, instead of them being in big clumps and not really being that useful. Even though we can now deploy everyone because of our new commanding skill, it's maybe a good idea to do that anyway, just to make sure. So let's see what we can do here. We've already encountered the enemy, and I think we're going to be able to hit these guys no problem at all. As you can see, it seems like marksmanship really is making a huge difference in how much we're able to hit from long range. And I'm pretty happy about it, to be honest, because before we were having just a little bit too many issues. So it's kind of nice that we're doing things a little bit better now. And I have a lot more HP now, thanks to our Constitution 2. Wow, we are absolutely murdering them, absolutely. Okay, so is there anything else here? Yeah, it's kind of throwing me off, because you have to look downward with the scope, and then you're looking downward, and then your weapon is pointed down, so it's a bit weird, but yeah, it's a bit of an issue. So let's see if we can scope out the last remaining forces. Oh, there they are. They're actually over there. I'm looking in the complete wrong direction, but that's fine, because my forces are going to be able to finish them off, no problem at all. And hopefully my recruits, and indeed my squad will hopefully level up in the process. Well, there we have it. I actually did not get back into the action until the victory was sounded, and we didn't lose any forces whatsoever, so that's pretty good. We gained 351 credits, which is obviously nothing to write home about, really nothing. And I'm going to just try and take these things here. These head wraps are not going to sell for that much. The gasoline's going to sell for a pretty decent amount, the weapons, of course, and the walkie-talkie. And the machete might actually sell for a little bit. I'm going to take the ammo as well, because I actually use that ammo. So let's imprison all. And what we're going to do is I'm going to try and persuade them. The propaganda did not work. Really? Really? Wow, the torture actually worked, but the propaganda did not. Okay, well, we're going to execute him then. And we're going to try and use... Oh, there we go, propaganda, nice. Propaganda, yes. That did not work. What about torture? No, that's not working either. So it seems like we're not going to be able to do it. Nope, not going to be able to do that. Okay. This guy technically could join us. There you go. Okay, I was hopeful for the bandit, but that's okay. We did gain a pretty huge amount of them. As you can see there, they're all very, very low in HP. This guy is a junior lieutenant. That is crazy good. So hopefully we're going to see him in action pretty soon, but we're going to start leveling these guys up. Ooh, this is new. Okay, so we have not seen these freedom fighters ever before, because I haven't actually recruited mercenaries or militia in Season 3 yet, and they can become freedom snipers, support gunners, and veteran freedom guards. And the cool thing about it is that we can select each unit individually. So that's going to be fun. That is going to be very, very fun indeed to see what happens with them. And yeah, I think that's actually going to be it for this episode. We are probably... Oh yeah, there we go. That looks a lot... Wait a minute. What's actually... Okay. Phew. I was a bit worried there for a second. I actually thought to myself, what's going on? They have juggernauts in there? I was just like, oh, please no. Because I really did not want to attack into some FCA juggernauts into a town. But thankfully, it seems as though they have been dwindled a little bit. The defenders are a little bit weakened. So hopefully we'll be able to do that in the next episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.